Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back, coming to you from Dubai. It's been a long week. It's been a long week of taking care of myself, a little bit of holiday, a little bit of this. I haven't done a holiday for 2.5 years now, so this 1 week was very struggling for me. But love my family, love, it was a great experience, but I'm very happy to be back. Guys, I'm coming from a different area, this is my first thing. If you saw my post on Twitter, like I'm coming to you from a hotel room, it's weird. It's weird not having a second screen and third screen and not having all the stuff that I usually have. I just have me, my keyboard, and basically that's it. But I promise you we are going to make it happen. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, because I'll bring you the best crypto trading alpha out there. From next week, coming to you every week back again. I'm gonna have trading, trading education, trading videos, explaining concepts. I'm scaling up. I have 2 people already full-time in my team, and we are getting, scaled up. So it's gonna be absolutely insane. And for all the 35 people who are here, welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I'm pretty confident we saw each other on Twitter around, but I see we got 30 people watching right now. We've got 12 people who like this, so please. By the way, I didn't even tweet out that I'm going live now, because I actually said that I am going to do a live, but I usually stream to Twitter as well, but for some reason I am not streaming to Twitter now. What I wanted to say is that if you have interacted with me on Twitter, you know where I stand on the whole situation. I am live now. Sorry, link in bio. So if you know, if you follow me on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. If you follow me, you know my stand on the whole thing. I've been basically giving you everything I could throughout this horrible, attack from here, attack from there, missiles, drones, whatnot. It's very difficult to navigate the market now. I have not been trading a lot, so we're gonna look at the charts and I'm literally gonna plot everything in front of you. I am already in an IMX and THETA long. THETA is not doing that well. IMX is doing okay. We are going to look at how I am taking these trades. I'm going to show you as well. I actually wrote this perfectly. I got my Dsgen account liquidated. Happily, it was just a small amount. This is why I got it liquidated, because a 60x long on Bitcoin does not help. But I'm going to talk about that as well. But I'm back with the account, and I am back on writing this up, guys. So let's jump into it. Before I get started, as always, super duper important. The content of this video is informational purposes only and not financial advice. Alright, guys, so whatever I say, whatever I do, I just share my thoughts, share my opinion, and you do you. You pull the trigger, you take the trade, or you do whatever you want to do. I always say don't follow me, learn how to trade, but here we are. Alright, so we've got Abdul is first here. Great. I hope I'm not going to be liquid. I hope I'm not going to be liquidated. I hope too. Hey, Daniel. Hey, grateful to Fefe. Grateful to you, Leon. Nice to have you here. Many earning guys in the chat. Yeah. Great timing for the video, Fefe. Past 24 hours have been tough, being fully leveraged in the market. Here's hoping things improve from here. They will. What's up, fam? Hope you guys didn't take too much losses at my part 25K the last 2-3 weeks. I am like Fefe in the young days. No, dude, it's not the young days, bro. It's not the young days. I liquidated, I think it was a $10,000 account or $8,000 account. You get cocky, and I'm gonna talk about that in a second. It's literally my daughter is learning how to swim, and it's literally I was just telling my wife, is like, this is the time when we really fucking need to pay attention, because it's like riding a motorbike or riding a bike or whatever, right? Because when you start, you're very cautious. Like, you don't want to take your first trade. You just like, maybe I'm just gonna go in with $10 and then 1x, 2x leverage, and then when you make money, and then you are going to make money. It's the fucking bull market. It's very difficult to mess it up. Then you're gonna be, okay, I'm gonna do $1,000 and I'm gonna go maybe 5x, and then you go, I'm gonna go full account 60x. That's what's up. And then you think you know it. You take more risk. You're making a bunch of money on your spot positions and your memes and everything else. So coming from the bear and being very strategic on how I take positions, tight stop loss, making sure I only take the good ones. Now I take everything, and on the Dsgen account, it's a very bad idea. So it's not only the noobs that get it, and especially on this dumb, guys, it was fucking incredible. This was crazy how many people got liquidated. So hey, Fefe, what will be the points to token ratio of Gummy? I'm getting very few points. I can't tell you what it will be, unfortunately. What's the ticker? What the fuck is the ticker? I'm going to talk about that as well. The ticker is THETA, ladies and gentlemen. The ticker is THETA. We're gonna jump into the content in a second. Good evening, good evening. I am back, 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢𝗦. I am back. Yes, yes, yes. Love to you. Welcome to Dubai. Thank you, Habibi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you guys in Dubai, hit me up. I'd love to meet some of you. I'm gonna be on Talk on 2049 as well. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Yeah, let's jump. We've got 70 people and 34 likes, guys. We can start the show if we got 50 likes. So please smash the like button. I'm gonna start the alpha when we got 50 likes. We've got 70 viewers and only 35 likes. I'm gonna read the comments until then, and we're gonna do a Q&A session at the end as well. Got liquidated 5 position Saturday. I'm sorry to hear. Evening all. No need to rush into leverage. Yes, yes, yes. Like, share, turn bell on. Alpha. Yes, yes. 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, so guys, here's the thing. Let's open up the charts, and then I'm just gonna. First of all, I don't have my second screen, so I apologize if there will be any technical stuff. Let me know if you hear good and if everything is fine. But we're gonna just wing it, okay? So let me share my screen here. Hope you see my screen. You should see my screen. So let's look at the charts first. First of all, we can look at Benta bubbles as well. I mean, if you look at the week, we closed horribly. Some people like Avi, 30, Doge 22, ETH 10, ARB 22, Link 23, Gala 32%, Algorand 26%, IMX. I'm looking at IMX 22, 25, BSV. Not even surprised it's 30% minus, but Aptos. So a lot major Rune. Look at this Rune. Ton doesn't give a fuck. We long Rune when we long Ton. So if you kept that was good. But Rune, all the big coins don't really care. So if you're wondering what this platform is, it's called Benta Bubbles. If you sign in, you can get points, which will lead to an airdrop to our meme coin. Every description is down in the description. Every info is down in the description. But if you look at this, if you look at today, things are a little bit different. Why? Because some major movers are present. So if you look at Render, you get Ondo, Ajax, TAO. So there are something happening. If you look at the hourly, you see that we get a little pullback, and this is why I thought it was very interesting to go full. It's 11 here in Dubai. But I still thought I had to go live, and I had to talk to you guys. So let's look at Bitcoin and let's see what happened. So if you first of all, I'm gonna delete everything here. I'm gonna delete everything. I just wanted to delete it while you're here. So let me just start drafting this up. If you follow my content, and if you are here, please smash the like button. It really takes literally nothing, but it really does help the algo. I truly appreciate if you do. It's a smash of a button, but it really genuinely helps me. So here's what I was looking at. On the 4-hour, Bitcoin was absolutely ready to pump. Like, we had a massive pullback here. We went long. 63 something. Perfectly got actually we got it in here. Yeah, exactly. 63 something. I tweeted about it. Perfectly got this pump up. The problem was we couldn't close above the swing high. So if you look at this, we've got a low, got a high, got a higher low. We couldn't break above, and then we go down. I'm going to talk about this little wick here. But that was the idea here. When we saw a little bit of rejection here, I took profits. I took some profit. I took 50% off the table here. And when we made this, I was pretty confident. After this dump, I was pretty confident that this is just a retest, taking the internal liquidity, which was laying here, retest to this region, and then we're gonna pump. And that's exactly what happened. So I added to my long here. All of this is on my Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, you know this. I added here to my long, and we made a new high, taking all this liquidity. And here is where the problem happened. So I was calling for this level, the 62,000 level, as a major flip zone. So I said, we are going to reject from here. We rejected perfectly. I'm going to tweet about this. I'm going to tweet the clip from the previous show. We rejected perfectly and came down and made a lower low. Now the reason why I thought this was still not the time to go lower is because technically this is a great level, because this took liquidity and whatever. But it wasn't, I thought that still this is the major move. So I thought that this is the right level, which is down at 64,155. And I was thinking, okay, if we don't close below here, we're good. What we saw is that we came down and we showed a reaction. And by building up this, basically, again, massive liquidity built up here. So we've got relative equal highs. Then we got this internal liquidity, and I was pretty confident that we were going higher. I mean, this was holding very nicely. Fair value gap came in 50% filled. If you look at the 1-hour chart, came in 50% filled, and I was like, okay, this is done. And here I was confident we're going up. And this is why I went 60x long, by the way. And then I didn't put my stop loss in because I was an idiot. But anyway, so I was pretty confident we're going up. And this is the news. This is when we got the news of the attack from Iran, right? This is basically when we got the news that there is this conflict happening. And then the market literally nuked. And then we got this, you know, we got, hold on, what is it? Was it here? Was it 12? No, we got a nuke. Yeah, we got a nuke. Here is when we got it. Here's when we got the news. So what I thought, yeah, exactly. So what I thought was that we're coming back to this region. What I said, you know, what I just explained a second ago. We have a low and we have a high, higher low, higher high. We're coming back. We retested this region. Now I went long here. Sorry, I went 60x long here. I went 60x long here. I went long here because we made a higher high. We came back 50 here, and I thought it was going to be good. And I genuinely think it was going to. I still think that this was a perfect setup. And if this thing did not happen, then we would have gone higher. But that's not the case. Now, what am I looking right now? What do I see on the charts? Let me just look back at it. We've got 91 people watching and 61 likes. Guys, smash that like button, please. It really, really does help me. I wanted to get some water. I got this little stuff here in my hotel room. What is it called? A painting. It's a picture. It looks pretty cool. By the way, I actually don't really like Dubai. I'm sorry. I mean, Dubai is fantastic, beautiful, very nice, but it's just very busy. Very busy. Literally always something going on, which is very good. But I was thinking about moving here to live, but I don't know. I changed my mind. But you can change mine as well if you think that we could. So here is what I think happens. First of all, I want to give you an alpha as well. Whenever I have to clear my chart for whatever reason, I always start from the weekly. Always. There's no way of not starting from the weekly. So if you look at this, let's look at the. I love Blowfin, but because they don't have history, I have to look at Binance chart. So on the weekly, we saw massive strength. Massive strength. We saw Bitcoin go up. Where do I have my tool here? I don't have my tool here. Okay. So we saw Bitcoin go up basically from January around here, right? January, we went 90%. And basically from the lows, January 2023, we went 350%. Massive. But why I'm considering this October low? Because from October we did not have, and I'm actually building this up live with you. So I didn't plan this. This is what I'm trying to figure out if I should stay. So I have my IMX long. I have my IMX long, which is I think it's in nice profit. Let me look at it. Yes, it's $8,000 profit, and I got my TAO, which is like down bad, but not down bad, but it's like $140 minus. But I'm trying to figure out if I should stay in or not. So there was no 50% retrace here, no 50% retrace. That's a problem for me. So I move on, and I'm waiting for a 50% retrace. I'm gonna write a whole thread and do a whole video guide for you guys to explain everything I do and how I trade and whatnot. But the basic idea here, markets always retrace 50. So 50% on this leg would be $50,000, which actually aligns very nicely with this breaker block. This is called a breaker block, and it's called a breaker block on a weekly, which is like, it's a very strong level, and also a magnet. So if I look at the daily, let's go into the daily. What is my daily structure? What is my daily structure? Well, if I don't consider the premium and discount zones, the 50% levels, I would say my daily structure is the following. I have a low, I have a high, I have a higher low, I have a higher high. I'm expecting a higher low. Now, where does the higher low come? And that's exactly the question. Now, we can consider the weekly as well, but in the bull market, we saw it several times that the 50% does not get respected on the daily and on the weekly. If it doesn't get respected, what can we look at? And that's when the current leg comes in with the imbalance. We can look at a couple of things. Number one, we can look at the retracement. We can look at the level from down here. 38,200. We have decent imbalance. Actually, we should look at it from here, but let's look at it from here. So we have decent imbalance here, higher high made from here. Then we have decent imbalance here, taking liquidity from here, and from here there's relative equal highs, which is massive. So this level here is extremely, extremely strong, extremely strong. Then we have a little bit of consolidation, and I was also waiting. This is where I got stuck on my short, by the way. If you follow me for a while now, I have shorted Bitcoin here, and I got screwed big time. And this is where I flipped long around 55,000. But still, I actually missed this whole run, and I missed a little bit of this. So because I was expecting it to come back to 50, and it didn't. Therefore, this level here took liquidity from here, from here, from here, from here, and from here. This is a fucking strong level. This 52,000. It's like, it's a very strong level. Very, very strong level. Not to mention that a little bit of internal liquidity down here could be enough for this to just come down, wick through here, hold this level, so not close below this level, hold this level, wick through, complete the 50% retracement, and skyrocket. So this level is definitely something I am looking at. $52,000. $52,000, guys. And I know it sounds scary. The question is, can we get there? And here is where I really mess up. So I am coming from, you know, in the bear market, we did not have massive news. Hong Kong is launching an ETF. China is doing that. Iran attacking Israel, or, you know, bombing, whatever that is. We didn't have this kind of stuff. You know, it was just bear market. It was slow. Nothing was happening. But now it's different. Now everything is changing by the minute. So even though the chart tells me that we are going to at least 52, 53,000, I think the demand and the macro will not allow this to go to 52,000. So technically, I would say we are going to 52,000, and we need to play level by level, and I'll explain to you how. But the reason why I'm longing is because I don't think we are going there. I don't think we're going there because of the macro situation. And I'm not talking about Israel and Iran. I'm talking about, you know, the whole bull market situation and everything. So I want to look at the comment, guys, because and obliterate that like. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. Come on, it really does help me. I'm here Sunday evening at 11 o'clock. I'm not out partying in Dubai. That's actually what I'm going to do. I just got a call from my friend. Shout out to Kiwi. Also here in Dubai. So please smash the like. That's what I wanted to say. This is not financial advice. I just sold house, kids, family, dog to go long. Okay, good. Can I chart ton? We can do that. Please give us some look. We can look at it. Good evening. Smash the like. I will. So appreciate for your Telegram account. Saved a lot of money yesterday. I don't have a Telegram account. I mean, I do have, but I don't have a group or anything like that. I hope you're in the right group. But I'm happy you saved money. Great, I see thousands of good buys. Yes. Man, this seat looking good. I don't know what that is. That's why I'm glad I didn't miss your show. I'm glad you're here as well. Stefan is here all the time. Stefan, you are the legend. You are the MVP, Stefan. You are the, there is no thumbs down guy now. There is no thumbs down guy. So, Cape Town is better than Dubai. Cape Town is good. I'm gonna be back. So there is discussions that 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢. We have to talk about the 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢 thing. But I'm returning to Cape Town. Maybe next month. We'll see. Love your honesty. Good hectic. Develop and see. Okay, I'm gonna come to Bahrain. Well, yeah, maybe. Love live chat. Okay. Greatest content. Thank you, guys. What is the ticker again? Let's talk about 𝗕𝗘𝗙, guys. Let's talk before I go down and see how the whole thing. Like, I'm gonna explain to you how I play this level by level, but we have to talk about this. We have to talk about this. If you follow me on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, well, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing, but we have announced, and I retweeted, that we have a massive partnership with 𝗕𝗘𝗢. I mean, if you don't know 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗙 is a meme that is that just partnered up with us with 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢, and we are going to create the first and largest meme media company. Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about 𝗕𝗘𝗙 is basically bringing you everyday news in a meme format, right? And it was a joke. I literally got it in I think it was 1.6 million market cap, and I tweeted about it. And if you have been following my call, you're literally up 80x, 66x right now, but it went to 100 mil. You're up 66x, 66x, exactly. 66x from my call, 6,600%. But 𝗕𝗘𝗙 is partnered with 𝗕𝗘𝗙. Rand made the announcement. Full disclosure, I did not know this until, when I posted about, the whole idea behind 𝗕𝗘𝗙 is, I found this meme from Kyle. Kyle posted a bunch of memes, like, this is what I'm buying. And I looked into this, and I'm like, fuck, these guys are actually posting stuff. Like, these guys actually on it. And they're funny, it's informative, it's it's about Tucker Carlson, so it's a great figure. Elections coming up, memes are running, it's the bull market, everything adds up. And I aped in. I bought a decent bag. And not enough, but I bought a decent bag at 1 million. And I tweeted about it, and I said, hey guys, I'm buying this because this can be a huge thing. And then fast forward, I told the team, and I became like an advocate for 𝗕𝗘𝗙. So I was tweeting about it. I was because I really thought it was. And then Rand called me one day and was like, this would be good and whatnot, and we should make it much bigger. And then he obviously a genius in marketing, and he runs the biggest crypto media company ever. And he was like, okay, let's do this. And anyway, he made this announcement, and I don't want to read this up, but what it says is that we are partnering, 𝗕𝗘𝗙 is partnering with 𝗕𝗘𝗙, and it is taking it to the next level. And when I say next level, that means that basically we're going to create a meme media company where 𝗕𝗘𝗙 is going to come and literally do real life coverage. So they also have covered the war immediately, or this conflict that's been happening yesterday, and they will cover it with a little bit of funniness. And here's why I believe this will go to at least $1 billion in market cap. I don't know if you know how 𝗕𝗘𝗙 works, but obviously, or any other media channel works, or crypto channel, but you've got sponsors, right? And sponsors bring money for them to be shown on the shows. And so when we're gonna do a show with 𝗕𝗘𝗙 will have sponsors eventually. It can be memes, it can be whatever. It's literally becoming a media company. And the money it's a non-profit media company, the money that comes in from sponsors will be used for two things. Number one, to cover expenses. So there are designers and script writers and all the team that's basically running the whole thing. You can call it salaries and operational expenses. It's probably going to be a fraction of what the sponsorships will be. And the rest will be used to buy back tokens on market, aggressive buyback. And that means we're going to buy back tokens, 𝗕𝗘𝗙 is going to buy back tokens and burn it or lock it away or use it for incentives, marketing incentives that can be voted. It can become a DAO eventually. It can be whatever that we can imagine. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because it's very close to my heart. I am bull. I'm extremely bullish. This is not a paid advert. This is not a sponsorship. I told you about this at 1 million FDV. And now at 66 million, I am telling you that I think this is the best play right now. The best play right now. I'm not telling you to buy and put all your money in there, but if you do not hold 𝗕𝗘𝗙, I think you are making a mistake. And I'm genuinely telling it and saying it to you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, that's out of the way. The ticker is 𝗕𝗘𝗙. Let's look at how do I play this thing. So then I go down on the 4 hour, right? So we play the daily. We know what we expect on the daily. We expect 52,700, right? Let's go down on the 4 hour. And here's where it gets interesting because we are building up. Bitcoin is leaving massive liquidity behind. When I say liquidity is limit orders, and that means that a lot of people are shorting. Now, I think a lot of crypto bros make the mistake of believing that everything happens because we crypto bros have a bull market and we need to have a pre-holding dump so Iran starts bombing Israel. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. The way it works is that there are macroeconomic and macro and political and whatever situation in the world, and that affects risk assets, including crypto. So the whole idea, people commenting like lunatics, that the only reason why this whole thing happened is because we can have a pre-dumping, pre-halving dump, and then we can buy and lower. That's not the case. But why it's interesting is because it is leaving massive liquidity behind. So liquidity is limit orders. People short here. Why do they short? Because this was, a lot of people went short here, and we went short as well. We've been talking about this 53,500. If you follow the channel, you know that. Then a lot of people went short here in this region. These guys got screwed by this pump. Then a lot of people went long here, a lot, and they got screwed as well. And since then, Bitcoin is building up liquidity. That means a lot of people go short, put their stop loss here, and here, and here. And that means that market makers do know this. They know this, that there are stop losses here, clear stop losses that needs to be hunted. What I see right now is the following. I do see a relative equal high here, liquidity, and I do see a trend line liquidity being formed. So something like this is what, even if we go lower, I would expect us to do something like this down to this 52,000 region. Here is how I would play it. First of all, this is a strong level. This is a very strong level. This is the 4-hour point of interest. This level had a massive liquidation event. This is called a high resistance liquidity run, which means that we had liquidity here. We had a run up. We had a clear of liquidity, and we made a new high. This level here is a fucking, it's a bunker. It's a very, 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 very strong level. And we bounced nicely from here. And then we bounced nicely from here. And then we bounced nicely from here. And then the question really comes, are we going to bounce? And what do we need to see for us to confirm that we are going to see a bounce? We are almost at 100 likes, guys. Let's make that happen. Smash the like button if you're new to the channel, subscribe. So here is the lower time frame. So now, just so you're following me, this is what I want this channel to be. I want it to be educational. I want you to learn why we're doing these lives together. So went down from the daily. I know that on the weekly and on the daily, I expect 52,000. I just expect that. I think that's what's going to happen. However, there are macro events that could screw my TA both ways, right? So let's go down a 4-hour and see, okay, this was the 4-hour level point of interest. Let's go down on a 15-minute and decide what on earth we're going to do. Here's where it really gets interesting. Why it gets interesting is because we have a very strong order block up here. An order block where a lot of orders were left. So this is where we got the news, I believe. This is where we got the news, right? The bombing news. This is a very strong level. Lots of orders, short orders left here. Institutions getting involved. And you see, I shorted this. If you follow me on Twitter, but I actually posted this today morning and I said, played this perfectly. So if you look at this, I made from 65,338. I shorted 65,338, 65,338, somewhere here. I went 60x short, and then I sold on the bottom. What did I say? 62,832, 62, not even on the bottom. Not even on the bottom, somewhere here. I wrote this all the way back, I added to it. Or maybe I shorted here. Anyway, it doesn't even matter. What matters is that this was nice, and then I got the IMX long, which we're going to talk about. What matters is that it is building liquidity. And where does it build liquidity? It is building liquidity below that order block. And that's a problem. That's a major, major, major problem. Why? Because it is also building liquidity on the bottom. It is also building liquidity on the top. We call this liquidity so when I say liquidity, I mean limit orders, right? Stop losses. So when I go long, I have my stop loss here. That's why we call this the sell side liquidity, because if I go long, I buy the asset, and if my stop loss gets hit, I have to sell that asset. Therefore, it's the sell side liquidity. On top, we call this the buy side liquidity. So we get buy side and sell side liquidity building up. What I believe will happen is that because we are building up liquidity below a very strong 4-hour point of interest and 1-hour point of interest, and actually it's a 15-minute, but it is a 1-hour interest as a point of interest as well. because we are building up liquidity here, I believe this is the play that's going to play out. When we get to $67,000, this is where we have to pay attention. Why? Because when we go to $67,000, we get into the 1 hour point of interest or 15-minute point of interest, a very bearish order block that was formed on the news. Good and bad. Good, I mean promising for price recovery, is that when an order block is formed on news, it can get violated with news as well. For example, let's assume that Israel announces that they will never attack Iran, or they're not going to retaliate, it's not going to be an ongoing thing, they're just going to forget, and that's the news that basically will violate this one. Absolutely possible. The bad one is that it's still a valid level, and until we have news changing or we have new news coming in which would make us a little bit more bullish, this thing is very valid. So price moves from liquidity to liquidity, and considering that, I believe that this liquidity build-up that we see here, we might play something like this until Monday. When we get to Monday, I see two scenarios. Number one, we take liquidity from here, we don't close below. We cannot violate this level. We cannot violate it now, that two screen, I don't see it, hold on. 60,664. We cannot violate this level, and we probably won't. If this happens, I am extremely bullish. Very, very bullish. Why? Because if this happens, that tells me that liquidity is taken from the sell side, and that means that we can make a higher high. Once the higher high is made, go in on a long position, because it can be a generational long. If, however, we start screwing around here and up on Monday, Tuesday, so again, a lot of things, but manipulation happens. So we usually have manipulation, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. This is accumulation. We are in accumulation. Price is accumulating. Market makers are building up stop losses to trap people, right? They are building up a lot of orders on both sides, longs and shorts. So manipulation happens by Wednesday. Manipulation happens to the opposite direction of where the price wants to go, because the market makers has to get their orders in. So if they want to send the price higher, they will liquidate the early longs, make a higher high from, again, an order block that will look like this. And when that happens, they send it higher, a 50% retrace, possibly an all-time high. That's what I think if this scenario plays out. Second scenario, we screw around here, we take liquidity on the buy side, which is here, we touch onto this 1 hour, 15-minute POI up at 67,000, 66,500-ish. Reject from there, possibly if we could, like this would be ideal, but I don't think that's going to happen. Clear invalidation, a lower low on a 15-minute, retest to 50, and fucking nuke to at least 58,000. These are the two scenarios I see playing out. So again, I want to give you fish. I don't just want to give you fish, I want to teach you how to fish. If you see liquidity building up, liquidity being taken and dumped, and everybody screams wolf, everybody's saying we go down, and you see a higher high, get in on a long position, not financial advice. Get in on a long position, not financial advice. However, if you see we start pumping, be cautious. Everyone will say, all-time highs, let's go. And you know that there was liquidity behind. If you see a lower low, get out of your positions. This is what I would do at least. So let me look at the comments. I hope this makes sense, guys. Let me know if this makes sense. We have 101 like. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate you guys being here. Let's look at the chat. And then I have to, holy shit, it's midnight, is it? It's midnight. Fuck, it's midnight, guys. I don't know if I'm going to go out tonight. Oh, yeah, Twitter. Yes. Eating pasta and enjoying your Twitter. Nice. Oh, show. Ha. Seems like seed is not only a car. Yeah, it's some Tucker and Solana just charted it yesterday for myself. Great. Tucker should take a seat and interview Chris Hansen. No, seed. I don't know what is this seed thing. Can someone really tell me what this seed thing is? Hey Andrew, loving this seed because they are going to do donations to fight human trafficking. Tucker looks good too. Okay. So why is so many people shilling seed here? Okay. You're doing great. Love your content. I love you back. And thank you so much for interacting with me on Twitter. Love that you use ITC strat. I use ICT, but I don't really use ICT. It's smart money concepts, but yeah. Interesting point of view from 67. Yes, yes, yes. Most of my investments are logged until Monday anyway. I don't know why that is, but cool. I just do spot and hold. We can talk about that. Makes perfect sense. Thanks, Fefe. Great, 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 great. ZKML, yeah, guys, it dumped like 70%, and I said I am in. I'm holding the project. I think it's very good. The team communicated nicely. Yeah, there is a need. There is a need for what ZKML is doing. It's a degen play. I was not happy to see the 70% dump. Obviously, I did not buy because I'm fully allocated in other projects, but I don't think it's a bad buy. I don't think it's a bad buy, but there are better buys. Okay, let's take, I want to talk about IMX. Until then, guys, let me know in the chat what coin you want me to chart. I'll do that, and then we'll round this up. It's 33 minutes, and it's midnight, and I still have to cook 2 videos for you guys for next week on Banter. And if you missed my video, by the way, guys, you're absolute fucking legends. We got 3,000, we just got 25 subscribers on this channel, on this stream in the past 35 minutes. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. 3,766 subscribers. I want to hit 4,000 this month. Next 2 weeks. I want to hit 4,000. That's the benchmark. So we got to do that. Thanks for being here. And I wanted to say that if you have not seen my video, this on 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗦, go and check it out. It's literally, it's about how you can spend your crypto without withdrawing it. I review the best crypto cards out there. I think it's a very good video. Go check it out. Obviously, leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment. That is appreciated as well. Let's look at IMX. Let's look at IMX. So, let me drink some water, guys. I missed this. Guys, I really missed it. I wrote a whole thread on it. By the way, I appreciate you guys. It's just so I made it. I don't know if you, again, I don't know if you oh, I'm not on my screen back. Hold on. I don't know if you see this or you've seen this or no, but whatever. I was shocked by the input from you guys on the long thread that I made. So I wrote this whole thing, which it literally got 60,000 views, and this was not retweeted by any big accounts, anything like that. It's just, yeah. I was just feeling like it's the bull market, and I was FOMOing, and I'm really happy to be back. Like, I'm so happy to do this. I'm happy to spend time with my fam, and I love them, but it's so nice. I literally want, like, this is what I want. I live for. I love it. I love being here with you guys. I will keep doing this. It's absolutely incredible. Let's look at IMX. So I tweeted, again, I'm gonna reference my Twitter because that's why things is going down. But I tweeted that I went long IMX, closed my short and went long IMX. So my buy on IMX was down here. This was my first buy, 1.82, and this is my second buy, 1.9. This is around the time when it was confirmed that the drones did not hit Israel territory. So it hit like occupied territories or something like that. So it didn't hit like you know, major cities, and it was confirmed that it was probably ending. The whole situation is not going to escalate, and so I added to my position. And then on this dump back here to the OB down here again, like if I look at IMX here, you will see what I'm talking about. I have a low here, I have a high here, I have a low here, high here, low here, high here. So that's the idea here, right? And this is what I'm looking at here, especially with the built up liquidity that it has. Now again, very, very important. Everything is watching Bitcoin. This here will rip. Like, I have no question. I have no doubt this thing will rip. I have no doubt that we are going to at least 2.23, 2.3. But what happens then is the real question, because again, it will all depend on Bitcoin, what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin pumps and we don't break above here, it's a problem for me, and I'm gonna get out of this position. Until then, I think it is doing pretty okay, except the fact that we do have liquidity build up here as well. So again, if we're gonna pump on IMX as well, I do believe that we are going to go at least 2.28. I have an order in, I have a sell order in at like At 5, yeah. So I'm shooting for the stars, because if this thing starts ripping, I do think that it, you know, we can. Same thing on a high time frame. So we got low, high, low, high, low, high, right? So like at least this 4.5 region is what I'm looking at. But again, we need the market to like properly bounce here for that to happen. And I am evaluating what to do next. I don't think we're going to violate any of the lows. I don't think we're going to go down and violate, like, for example, this low, 1.656, before we retrace to 2.35. Because if we go to 2.35, then there is a possibility of violating this low if we make a lower low here. But if we don't, then there is not really a concern in my opinion. So that's why I'm not thinking about it. Let's look at, guys, pop me your coins. We can look at them, and then I'm gonna go get going. Don't forget TON. Let's look at TON. Why is this doing this? Why is this not like... Okay, let's look at TON. Ta-na-na-tan-tan. Ta-nam. Here we go. We longed TON down here, guys. 47% pump. 47% pump. 47. And look at this. It comes back to fill this week. I'm going to do a weekly swing trading show. And that means that it's not going to be about leverage. It's going to be about spot. And this is exactly the levels that we're going to set. So here with this one, we would have set this level as a limit. And we would have set possibly... Yeah, I don't think we would have set any other. Maybe this one. Yeah, we would have set this one. These would be our two spot levels. If you bought here, your average would be 20% up on this. Anyway, I'm going to do that. But TON, everything depends on Bitcoin right now. I would not buy something that's up so high. I think we had massive strength pushing this back up. But you do need to see... Again, everything is building up massive liquidity. Everything is building up massive liquidity. So this here makes... You know, it is liquidity, so we can easily see a push on Asia, or a little, or hopefully a dump on Asia, then a manipulation on London, and a pump on from Monday, Tuesday, you know, Wednesday going forward. We're gonna see that, but so far the high on TON is up here, which is at 7.3. I need to see strength for this to move, and I don't think it has it right now, but possibly, you know, possibly as the week goes, we will see. Awesome, thank you so much. Thank you. Chat wise, it is bullish at the moment. Bitcoin bear flag. It's not bullish and bearish. It's macro. We got to see what it does. Let's look at INJ. It's so hot in Dubai. It's good though. Guys, generational buying opportunities, to be honest with you. If you're not buying spot, even if we go down another 20-30%, even if the bull market is not ending. So I mean look at this. Look at this. It's down like 60%. INJ is down like 60% from the highs. This is the shakeout, guys. This is the shakeout. Honestly, for a swing, for spot, fucking incredible buying opportunity. Incredible. It's an incredible buying opportunity. And it even takes the high here. Look at this. This is the pre, look at this. This is the pre-news OB up here. This actually looks fucking incredible. If INJ comes down, oh, by the way, someone said I shouldn't curse, so I'm gonna pay attention to that. If it comes down here, to like 21, incredible buying opportunity. Incredible buying opportunity. Incredible buying opportunity. Adam, trying to figure out if these guys are bots. This OTC method, Nota bot. Yeah, bot. Okay, okay. So you are bots. Okay, cool. XRP. They sold. You guys see the supercars? Supercars everywhere here. XRP sold like, I think, $100 million worth of tokens. I read it. I'm not confirmed, but I read that somewhere. Yeah, horrible looking chart. I don't know, XRP, I would not even touch it. Like genuinely, I mean no hate, but I mean what the fuck is this? Like I don't know. They are missing the whole bull market. I genuinely think they are, especially with DeFi coming strong. I don't think they deliver anything that's. I thought like XRP with all the partnerships and whatnot. It's complete bullshit. Look at this. Bitcoin went 350%, 350% from January. XRP is up 32% in 2 fucking years. It went 150. I understand. On the fake SEC news, or not necessarily the fake SEC news, but on this SEC pump, and then it literally just plummeted. It's like, yeah. Ready today. Congrats. I was looking on the chart too, but my money is sidelined at the moment. Military stocks due to the situation yesterday, and stock market is closed. Let's look at SEAT. I don't want to look. I don't know. What is SEAT? What is SEAT? THETA, let's do it. THETA. Fantastic buying opportunity on spot. Incredible. Incredible. Even if you go lower, incredible buying opportunity. Even took liquidity from here. It needs to reclaim these levels. Like I would wait for THETA to go like 2.3. To like really confirm that we are like reclaiming the levels. TAO, let's look at TAO. Massive strength, massive strength. I think the Bybit listing is helping. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Ah, we missed it. Oh no, yeah, didn't come back 50. But this was like incredible. Look at this strength. This was this was a dump. It wasn't even, what was it? It was this, the liquidation event. Look at this. Immediately reclaimed. This would have been a perfect one. Same thing here. I'll look at 522. 522 would be worth a position. You're like, damn, I got to stop 1 hour later. Yeah, bro, yeah. RNDR, let's go. Good, massive strength, long. This is actually looking very, very good. This is actually looking very good. Very good. Very good. It's leaving liquidity behind. I would be interested down here, 7.34. If it comes down here, I'm gonna buy. 7.34. 7.4, let's say 7.4. I would be interested in buying 7.4. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. INJ Super, I agree. All right, guys. I went in on THETA with Sheldon on Friday. I hope you didn't. Did you take a long? Did you take a long? Okay. Okay. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Ah, hey, Tom. Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Much love. I'm back. Things gonna get crazy here in Dubai, so my times are not gonna be constant. It's gonna be 11 GMT, 11 a.m. GMT, but it's not gonna be here in Dubai. So when I get back next week Monday, I'm leaving back. So I'm going back. And I'm building up a new studio. It's gonna be fucking incredible, guys. I'm so excited. We've got some stuff coming. If you like this content, please do not forget to smash that subscribe button. If you are gonna be on token 2049, come and say hi. If you see me around, or if you are in Dubai, come and interact with me on Twitter. I reply to all the meaningful comments. And if you guys like this content, let me know. Let me know if you liked it in the chat. I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys. Thanks for watching. I will be back. I will update you on Twitter, and I believe I will see you in the next one.